turn the page and get on with, what should be a very intriguing final quarter of this season. So, if you don't know by now, let's just talk about this first and foremost. The biggest news that dropped earlier today. This report was coming through. I got it from Curtis Pashelka's retweets on X. The source being Puck Report NHL. That right there is a name. We already got someone commenting saying, hi, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing? You are first. Yes, you got first comment. So I'm just going to say this straight up. I am doing something a little bit different here tonight. So I just want everyone to know that, if things look a little different, that's because that's exactly what's going on. We're always trying to evolve here, like the evolved jerseys that the Sharks wear. But long story short is, we're trying some new stuff here today. We're trying some new, a new way to present these watch along parties. So back to the point. Thank you for all those who are commenting, by the way. And, just a quick reminder, if you're watching us on YouTube or on X, drop a comment in the comment section and we will, we can interact and tilt together, as they say. So I think the only thing that's going to probably be a little different here is the live viewer count. May or may not keep up with that. I see we already have over 30 strong joining us on X. Almost 40 now, and a few of you are joining us on our YouTube channel. So thank you to everybody who's coming through right now. So, man, it's going to probably be challenging to keep up with the live viewer count because of my previous the previous way I presented this was it was already automated for me. So anyways, enough of that. Let's get into the report. So you see it on your screen. Vitek Vanacek is officially on the trade block. If you follow Shark City Hockey, you knew that you are aware that we did a trade block episode. And by we, I mean myself, Tyler Castillo, and Mike Hahn, who also co-hosts Frostbitten, a Sounds Like Sharks podcast. And we talked about trade block and potentially, Georgiev and Vanacek being on that block. Obviously, we covered the person with the most trade value more than likely is Nico Sturm. He has gone on record to say that he anticipates to be traded. Sounds like Sharks are on the tail end of what has been a 7-game road trip. They got the game tonight in Buffalo. They have the final game of the road trip on Thursday against the Colorado Avalanche. And the very next day is the official trade deadline. For us here on the West Coast, that'll be a 12 p.m. Deadline cutoff. We all know that usually trades trickle through about an hour or so, or at least they are submitted and then they get trickled through. They are processed, and then the public becomes aware of it. You and I, the fan base. So, very surprised to say the least that Vitek Vanacek actually is gaining some interest from other clubs. So it's not a big secret here in Sharks territory for the last few games, for the last couple of weeks. There's been a ton of games that were reportedly having like a bunch of scouts in the attendance. So I think what's just shocking is that Vitek Vanacek is actually getting some interest. So are we going to see a Mike Greer masterclass once again? It seems like that may happen, and it may happen within the next 24 hours. It may happen later on tonight after the game. Probably wake up tomorrow morning to hear the news of Vitek Vanacek officially being traded. So last night, the San Jose Sharks, as I mentioned, they won in a shootout. This is their second game in as many nights. Typically, when you have back-to-backs like this, the goaltenders will essentially split the duties, right? So tonight, Vitek Vanacek was supposed to start in net. However, he is being held out. He's still going to be on the bench because the Sharks only have Vitek Vanacek and Alexander Georgiev on the roster for this trip, right? So they only have these two netminders. So Vitek Vanacek officially will be the backup goaltender tonight. However, he's being held out from this game for trade purposes, and that is the report. So, who is the potential suitor for Vitek? We'll soon find out. It's going to be very interesting 24 hours for us here in Sharks territory to see, to anticipate that return. So, very, very excited to see that Mike Greer found a trade, or potentially found a trade partner for Vitek Vanacek. Nothing against the guy, honestly. I think, of the two netminders that we have, Alexander Georgiev and Vitek Vanacek, I think he was the one that obviously traded just a little bit more trade value going into the trade deadline at the end of this week. And, to Georgiev's credit, he has been playing in the last couple of games. He's been playing pretty solid. His last couple of starts, he's been very solid and finally got awarded a victory last night. So, stick taps to him and the entire Sharks roster, which we're about to get into right now. So let's talk about the San Jose Sharks roster. So this is the projected lines for tonight. The San Jose Sharks, again, are going with the that 70s line for the starting lineup here. So William Eklund with Macklin Celebrini, Tyler Toffoli, the top defensive pair. Surprisingly, is Timothy Liljegren is still on that top pair with Jake Wallman. Obviously, Henry Thrun is dealing with a minor injury right now, so Timothy Liljegren is getting some top line minutes with Wallman. Both of those defenders are on a cold streak. Quick disclaimer: the way we first and foremost, the source of the cold streaks is from Dobber Prospects or Frozen Tools, but the way that we measure hot and cold streaks here in Sharks territory, or specifically Shark City Hockey, is the players' previous 3 games, so how they performed in the last 3 games. So Wallman and Liljegren are on cold streaks. Some of you might say, well, how come Tyler Toffoli isn't on a hot streak? Well, he has 2 points in his last 3 games. Should he notch a point or record a point tonight, whether it's a goal or assist, he'll officially be hot. So just as we go through these projected lines and you're noticing that you have some players that are on hot and cold streaks, just keep in mind that we're only measuring their previous 3 games. So the second line tonight is Fabian Zerlun, who got the game-winning shootout goal last night in Toronto to end a ridiculous losing streak. Thank goodness it's over. Sharks 6th victory in 30 plus games. So, I'm looking forward to see what they can do tonight. I mean, Toronto Maple Leafs was a top 5 club in the NHL. They were the top of their division. So the fact that the Sharks are able to, hold them off was pretty, in my opinion, is pretty ecstatic. So we'll see what they could do against Buffalo, who is going to, I think, equally have an equal challenge for the San Jose Sharks. So Fabian Zerlun, Alexander Wenberg, Will Smith are your second line forwards. Your second line defensive pairing is Mario Ferraro and Shakir Mukhamadullin. Alexander Wenberg and Will Smith are officially hot. They're the only 2 players on a hot streak tonight. You have Barclay Goodrow, Ty Dellandrea, and Luke Cunnin, who are going to be your third forward line, with your third defensive pairing being Mark Edward Vlasic and Jack Thompson. That fourth line and your goaltending pairing tonight, you got Colin Graff, Nico Sturm, and Klim Konstant. Klim Konstant is back in the lineup tonight. And Alexander Georgiev, as we mentioned just a moment ago, will be starting the net, his second game in as many nights, because Vitek Vanacek will be on the bench. He's being preserved for a potential partner on the trade block. So there it is. Super glad to be back. It's been a minute since we got together for a watch party. I think the last time we got together was last week on Sunday when the Sharks took on the Flames. I did say I was going to get together with you guys, so my apologies. I'm just going to be real with you. On Monday nights, I play hockey myself, and these, it just so happened that the Sharks, even though they have a 4 o'clock or 4:30 face-off, if the puck doesn't get dropped exactly on the dot at 4:30 or 4 o'clock, then yours truly has to pretty much do what I gotta do to honor my club. So I go to do I go do that hockey, and we play I go play on my Monday nights. So my apologies for us not getting together the past couple of games, especially last night. Pretty much a shame that the one victory that we've had in what seems like forever ever. I was suiting up on the game myself, and we weren't able to celebrate together. But hopefully tonight we'll be able to do that and see if these Sharks can take on or could earn themselves a dub here in the in Buffalo, New York. All right. Pardon me as I get my lunch on here. All right. Let me just see what we got here. Just testing some stuff out here. So the idea of doing this new format is so I can essentially, share your guys's comments. So we have someone here saying, "Do you know who Luke Cunnin?" If I'm guessing you're wondering if he's in. I don't personally know Luke Cunnin, but he's a San Jose Sharks forward. Has a great he has like a great what's the word I'm looking for here? Foundation for like I think it's like type 1 diabetes. So I think it's the Luke Cunnin Fund. Pardon me if I'm misquoting that, but he's a pretty solid player, and he potentially was rumored to be on the move. So while we're talking about trades and the trade deadline and players on the move, I want to invite everyone who's with us tonight to join us early Friday morning. So Shark City Hockey is going to do its first ever watch along, I guess, party, I guess. I don't know if it's more. I don't know if it's called a watch along, but nonetheless, we're going to do our very special first ever trade deadline show. We're going to be live early, and we're going to stay live until about an hour past the official trade deadline. So again, trade deadline is 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, March 7th. So we will be starting pretty early here at probably 10 o'clock to be real with you, maybe earlier, but we'll be getting an early start to the trade deadline. We're doing that show, and we'll stay live an hour past the trade deadline just to cover any potential trickling trades that went through after 12 p.m. And that show is going to come to you exclusively through not exclusively, but it's going to be coming through to you via Frostbitten. So again, Tyler Castillo, Mike Hahn, and myself, the Frostbitten podcast team, will be doing a trade deadline super show, I guess you could say. And I'm inviting everyone, whether you're chiming in here in Sharks City, San Jose, California, or wherever you're joining me tonight in Sharks territory. I invite you and anybody else in the who, if you're not a fan of the Sharks and you're a fan of another squad, we invite you to join us this Friday. All right. So let's see, how much time do we have left here before the scheduled puck drop. We have about a little bit less than 10 minutes. So let's go over some game previews here. The San Jose Sharks are entering tonight's game with a 16-37-9 record. They're going up against the Buffalo Sabres with a 24-29-6 record. The Buffalo Sabres in terms of the league standings go, they are the 29th ranked team. So, the Sharks have they have a chance. I mean, if they could beat the fourth best team in the league, I'm pretty sure they can handle the 29th ranked team. Sharks, of course, are the ranked dead last, 32nd in the league. I know a lot of you out there are probably thinking, like, please don't win this game, because the last thing we want to do is get more points in the standings and potentially drop having the number one overall, the best odds at the number one overall draft pick again. Honestly, if we get top 3, top 5, I think we'll be happy. And as many fans like to try to call, and here's something I have to address: as many people, quote unquote, fans, I'm going to say bots, and I'm going to probably say marks, plants, if you will. But there's a lot of people out there that will like say, they'll try to label Sharks fans as casual fans for wanting this the club to win. quote unquote meaningless games. Well, I'm here to tell you that genuine, diehard San Jose Sharks fans want to see their club win every single game. And I'll tell you why. Because unlike some of you that like to dive into analytics, which really is a tool for ownership, right? Analytics, sole purpose, in my opinion, just serves as evaluating a player's quote unquote stock so you can know the value when it comes to re-signing, offering, or a contract or trading said player, right? When you're a genuine die-hard San Jose Sharks fan that bleeds Teal, if that player, regardless of what analytics may say about them, is suiting up in a San Jose Sharks uniform, then as a die-hard, genuine, bleeding Teal San Jose Sharks fan, you are going to rally behind that player and you're going to hope that they could turn it around here while they're in Teal. For example, Mikael Granlund, right? Mikael Granlund, he had his very unique career before he got to San Jose, kind of shifting through different clubs, valued as a potential, top six forward with the squad. Then, due to a cold streak, lost his value with said squad, sent somewhere else. Eventually, we acquired him, and then he became our top center, representing his country in the Four Nations face-off, right? Mackenzie Blackwood, considered a bust by New Jersey fans. And then he comes to the San Jose Sharks and becomes the undisputed starting goaltender in Sharks territory, right? What happens? We get tremendous trade value for him, and he goes and gets himself a fat payday with the contract via the Colorado Avalanche, right? So when you're a diehard, genuine San Jose Sharks fan that bleeds Teal, doesn't matter what the analytics say. We don't treat our players as stock options, okay? We expect that when they get here, that they're going to do what they can, and then we're going to rally behind them as well to, turn their career around and, prove the critics wrong and, pretty much come here into the tank and do the opposite of tanking, right? Try to go out there and win every game. All right. A little bit more on the soapbox, and then I'll move on. But the other thing I want to say is, for those of you who call fans that want to win games right now as casuals, I'm telling you right now, man, to me, you guys are fair weather and sus. Like I said, I want to say one more time, I'm strike. A lot of these comments I see come from on social media exclusively. There isn't a single person when I go to the Shark Tank, whether it's sold out or you could see a bunch of empty seats in that tank. There's not a single person that I'm sitting next to that are cheering for an L and saying, "Oh man, this loss was fun. This loss was awesome because now we're going to get better prospects." Nobody's going to the game spending their hard-earned money to cheer on a loss, right? That's the last thing I want to say, and then I'll get off my soapbox from this, is for those of you calling Sharks fans that want to win games right now and see the club be successful right now as casual fans, I'm just going to say it loud and clear for all you in the back, all right? We are diehard San Jose Sharks fans from day one, right? You'll never see us wearing another team's jersey. You'll never see us kind of transition from one squad to the next. And with that being said, sorry. Oh, man. We are always going to cheer for our team to win, regardless, because that's what we want to see, right? We want to see them win. And whether you believe winning now is not serving any purpose, I would argue that, in fact, deliberately tanking, and obviously the clubs are never going to admit that they do that, but to deliberately tank a season or deliberately lose games, whether that's happening because of a effortless night on the ice from particular players or a subpar strategy / line combinations from the bench bosses, right? Regardless of, how you accidentally tank, we want to see the winning culture. We want to see things here in San Jose turn around, and we want to see this place become another uh, premier destination for future talent. Whether it's going to be players that we draft who then want to re-sign, or players that we could potentially acquire in the off season. Right? We want this place. We want the culture here to change. All right, and it's hard when you play talent roulette, constantly getting players who come out here and ball out, and then you ship them out. Or if you're going on record to say that, hey, we're potentially not going to win for a long time. Anyways, so let me get off my soapbox here. Since we're talking about winning games, that's going to be a quick segue into the San Jose Sharks win-loss record all time against the Buffalo Sabres. This is the 50th, this will be the 51st all-time game between the Buffalo Sabres and the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks have a 14-27, 4-5 record all time against the Buffalo Sabres at Key Bank Center. This will be the 21st game the Sharks will play at Key Bank Center. I got some unfortunate news for all you fans of Teal. The Sharks' all-time record in the previous 20 games in Buffalo, New York's Key Bank Center is 4-12-0-4. All right, so history is stacked up against us tonight. But let's see if the Sharks could, again, change that culture. Right now, Buffalo Sabres do lead the season series 1-0. The last time these two clubs got together was right before Thanksgiving, back on November 23rd, in which the San Jose Sharks lost 4-2 at home. So this will be the final game between these two clubs. This conference versus conference matchup. Some players to watch tonight. You have Will Smith, who has 5 points in his last 5 games. Tyler Toffoli with 3 goals in his last 5 games. And Alexander Wenberg with 5 assists in his last 5 games. On the other side, Rasmus Dahlin has 6 points in his last 5 games for Buffalo. Alex Tuch has 4 goals in his last 5. And Dylan Cozens has 4 assists in his last 5 for the Buffalo Sabres. Tonight's netminders, you have Alexander Georgiev, fresh off of a shootout dub last night. He has an 11-19-1 record, a 3.58 goals against average with a save percentage of .878 this season. I believe the confirmed starter, or the likely starter, let's see if we get confirmed starter by now. Yes, confirmed starter is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Hopefully I said that correctly. Please forgive me if I didn't. He has a 20-17-4 record this season with a 3.01 goals against average, .894 save percentage. All right, and he also recorded 2 shutouts. So those are your starting netminders, which is kind of strange because I honestly thought that it was supposed to be James Reimer. We all remember James Reimer. He used to be a San Jose Sharks netminder. He was actually on the Anaheim Ducks earlier this season and then was sent to Buffalo. So some team stats. Let's look into that really quick. The San Jose Sharks had the 25th ranked power play unit, 19% conversion rate, 27 ranked for Buffalo, 16.4. The penalty kill, as you're going to start to see that these stats I'm about to share with you are almost identical. So 75.8% penalty kill for the Sharks, 24th best in the league, a 76.7 penalty kill percentage rate for the Sabres, 21st ranked in the league. Now, goals against average per game, are the goals against per game average for the San Jose Sharks 3.68. That's the dead last 32nd worst. So they're the worst with goals against per game. And Buffalo's 29th. So just a couple ahead of us. Or a few ahead of us at 3.41 goals against per game. Now, the biggest difference here is the goals for per game. San Jose is 29th ranked in the league, 2.56, and this is why I say it could be a challenge for the Sharks tonight. The Buffalo Sabres are 12th best in the league with 3.17 goals for per game. All right. Now going into tonight's game, the Sharks are 2-5-3 in their last 10, and the Sabres are 6-3-1. The good news is the Sharks just ended a losing streak while the Buffalo Sabres are officially on a losing streak, having lost their last 3 games in a row, and specifically their most recent one in overtime. So Sharks ended their losing streak in some extra time via the shootout, and the Buffalo Sabres officially earned a losing streak with their 3rd loss in a row in overtime last night against the Canadiens. All right, so that right there is pretty much our game preview. Let's get into it, baby. We should have opening face-off coming through shortly here, so let's get down. I cannot wait to see what these guys are going to bring to us, San Jose hockey fans. All right, game on, baby. As I take a quick peek to see how many people are joining us right now, it looks like we have healthy numbers. Thank you to the 87 hockey fans out there joining me tonight for what should be an exciting matchup between the San Jose Sharks and the Buffalo Sabres. All right, let's do this. All right, so it's officially game time, and with that being said, it's time to officially start this watch-along party. The countdown, that was a Shark City Hockey Face-Off countdown show. Thank you for everyone. Now that we're getting ready to drop that puck, let's officially start our watch-along party. All right, welcome to everybody. If you're joining us right now, I'm Aaron James, creative at Shark City Hockey and host of this live watch-along party with real-time reaction to the action as the San Jose Sharks are just about ready to take the opening face-off in Buffalo, New York, where they're taking on a Sabres squad that has the ability to light the lamp, but is struggling as of late with the 3-game losing streak. All right, so quick reminder, if you're joining us tonight on YouTube, X, and or Twitch, please be jawsome and double tap that screen, make it rain hearts, and don't be afraid to share or repost this live stream so all of your followers, family, friends could join in on the action. And let's together, as they say, Teal together, let's cheer on our beloved Los Tiburones, and hopefully they'll get a dub tonight. Another 2 points in the standings. Nothing would make me happier than to watch these San Jose Sharks earn another well-deserved victory. I would love to see, last night winning in the shootout was super satisfying because Smitty and Celebrini obviously deserve it. Especially, Celebrini, he was reportedly kind of dealing with like an injury, but he still played. So he's obviously battling through something, but nonetheless, both of those kids have been doing outstanding lately. So it's always great to see them be rewarded with a victory, right? Especially since lately, like they've been dropping some games. Like I know that Montreal loss stung. That stung, man. I know it stung Celebrini because he got deked out of position pretty bad on that game-winning goal. And that was it Vancouver? Yeah, that Vancouver game, and we all know what happened in February. That famous shot of Macklin Celebrini in disbelief being called, the penalty shot awarded and all that ridiculous officiating against the Sharks. But yeah, man, it was great to finally see, them get a victory. Nothing cures, the stench in the locker room than getting a dub, right? So, yeah, super happy for my guys. All right. All right, as the TV is on the official broadcast stream with Randy Hahn and Drew Remenda. They're making, they're earning their cash money right now on the broadcast or on a commercial TV timeout. But the game should be beginning shortly here. Oh my goodness. Thank you to everybody joining me today. So we're looking at almost 100 live viewers at the moment. You guys are outstanding. Thank you so much. If you're watching us on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would be amazing, man. Like, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're still trying to hit our goal here of 1,000 subs this season. So if you're down, please consider subscribing to the channel, and and all that jazz. So that'll be the last time I ask. All right. We got game about to be on right now, baby. Let me see if I should readjust this camera. I probably should readjust the camera. All right, Sharks are starting out pretty good. Give me a second as I kind of make some adjustments here, fam. Is there a reason why it's flashing like that? Let's see. Ooh-wee, Wenberg, baby. All right, I think I'm all squared away now. My fault, fam. It's going to be interesting because I'm so used to playing these live streams with like music and whatnot. But again, I'm just trying something different, trying a different platform out here. If it works, then that'll be dope. We'll continue. If not, then we always go back to the old format. But always trying new things here at Shark City Hockey. Just trying to make it crispier, more engaging and interactive presentation for all you out there. And for everybody that's joining me right now, we're looking at what are we looking at right now? 97, almost 100. For all of y'all joining us right now, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we're at 90. We are officially almost at. Oh, Barclay Goodrow. Barclay Goodrow. Okay. Now I got to test something here just to make sure. Yep, there it is. So, as you can see, whether you're on X, Twitch, or YouTube, baby. I hope they win too, by the way. You drop a comment and it could be shared and highlighted here. So that's the primary reason why we're going with a little different format this time. The last platform, which is part of the family, I guess the best way to say it, of how I stream and connect with you guys. It only would highlight Twitch comments. So I wanted an opportunity because we do have a lot of people that like to interact here on the show. And wow, already 100 plus people. So quick shout out to everybody out there and who's joining us tonight. Because of you all, we are once again claiming our title of the #1 trending live stream in Sharks territory that is presented by San Jose Sharks fans, specifically for San Jose Sharks fans. I want to thank you all once again, the 100 plus of you out there joining us tonight, and the count keeps growing. I appreciate it all. Appreciate all the support. So double tap that screen, baby. Make it rain hearts on your X account, as in formerly known as Twitter, not your actual X's account. That'd be weird. But here we go. Opening face-off. Not opening face-off. Face-off deep in Buffalo zone. Just a reminder to watch a long party. Every now and then I might do some commentary just so we're all on the same page. But for the most part, I lead play-by-play to the best in the world, Randy Hahn. This is, again, not a live stream of the game, nor is it a play-by-play. It's a watch-along where we get all together, have real-time reactions to the action. So about 5 minutes have passed here already. We're in our 5th minute of the first period, and only one shot so far, and that's for the San Jose Sharks. So you gotta love that, right? San Jose Sharks are, getting the best chances here. While we're connecting here, why don't you all let me know, who do you got? Who are you going for? Who do you got in tonight's contest? That'd be a good time to try this out. Boom. How about like that? That's good right there. How about there? So let's rep your team. Type Sharks for San Jose Sharks fans and Sabres for Buffalo fans. All right. Sharks are able to clear his zone. Oh, we got a 2-on-1 opportunity coming here. Toffoli and Eklund. Toffoli elects to shoot. Sharks maintaining the offensive zone pressure. You got Toffoli out there in Eklund with Wenberg. Oh, it's getting a little chippy in front of the net. Hey, he could use some support. Let's go. Someone help out Eklund, man. Eklund out there taking on the entire Buffalo Sabres team in front of their netminder. I like it. 4 shots on goal so far for the San Jose Sharks. 0 straight goose egg for the Buffalo Sabres. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Wow. 110 of you. Thank you so much, fam. Thank you so much. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, following, all that jazz. You can find us on X, Instagram, and YouTube at Shark City Hockey. Oh, some good saves by Georgiev. Sabres finally gets recorded shot on goal there. So, Georgiev had to react pretty fast. It was only one official shot that made it to the net, but there was a couple attempts. Matter of fact, they do get down with 2 shots. So back-to-back shots by the Buffalo Sabres, like just 4 seconds apart. Georgiev being alert, great awareness, was able to fight it off and keep this score tied up right now. So good job, Georgiev. So who do y'all think the Sharks are going to acquire for Vitek Vanacek? I mean, honestly, unless they elect to call up Yaroslav Askarov, which I think he's still dealing with his injury, so that's unlikely. Who would they call up? I mean, does Aaron Dell get called back up to the main roster? Or do you think there's going to be a netminder involved in this trade for Vitek Vanacek, which would be freaking crazy? I mean, can you imagine if the Sharks could potentially find their future is Teal backup goaltender in the Vitek Vanacek trade? Now, I did an episode not too long ago, I believe on the Shark City Hockey Show. It's our Eventide Sounds a Sharks fan talk show. And I was talking about Dobson, I believe. And that'd be solid. I don't know if Vitek Vanacek is going to carry enough weight and trade value to get a projected top line blue line, a projected top 4 blue liner, pardon me. But the Sharks, they do have some they have some assets, man. They've acquired some draft picks. So you never know. It's going to be very interesting to see. The next 72 hours here in Sharks territory are going to be extremely interesting. And again, I invite you all to join us Friday morning / afternoon for Frostbitten's special presentation of the trade deadline. So we'll begin to get alive, the crew at Frostbitten, and we'll be tracking all the trades going down and specifically highlighting any trades from the San Jose Sharks, assuming that Mike Grier doesn't do what he did the last couple of years and make all those big splashes before the official trade deadline. I mean, Granlund and Blackwood were definitely the top tier trade deals this season, and that all went down in the last few months. So it'll be interesting to see how Mike Grier will reshape this main roster for the final, 5 weeks? Final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Final 6 weeks of the season. So. Oh, there's Tuck. Gotta watch out for that guy. He's on a hot streak for the Sabres. Almost scored for the Sabres, man. Sabres are definitely working the Sharks right now. Will Smith's lines out there. You got Ferraro on defense, which I assume is, that's Muka Madulin next to him. Fabian Zetterlin is on the opposite wing of Smith, and their center, well, now it looks like Celebrini's out there, so maybe they got themselves a partial line change. But the Sabres are having their way right now in the Sharks offensive in the Sharks defensive zone, pardon me. All right, there we go. Ferraro makes a nice move. Another move behind the goal line in the trapezoid. So here comes Muka Madulin, waiting for a line change, I assume, in the trapezoid. See if the Sharks could advance this puck into the Sabres zone. Nice dump into the zone. Looks like that 70s line's out there now. There's a little change up. It looks like Wenberg is out there with Celebrini and Hecklin. Let me double check these lines. All right, so the Sabres, you can see that the momentum is kind of starting to tilt. But, let's see if the Sharks to set something up here. Delandry is out there. Colin Graff. Colin Graff looked freaking good the last couple of games, man. He's been making some great plays. Hasn't really registered into any points, if I'm not mistaken, but man, he's been looking good out there. Great call up by the Sharks. I imagine some more call ups are in the future. So, and though if you are watching us on our YouTube channel, it might seem a little lonely in there, but I want to say thank you. And special shout out to all the 114 of you on X/Twitter joining me here tonight. Oh, Muka Madulin pinching now. He got Goodrow center. Muka Madulin way deep in near the half wall behind the goal line in the Sabres zone. Damn, that guy has speed, and he makes it all the way back to ensure that the Sabres don't have a clean zone entry in the Sharks' defensive zone. So, Muka Madulin, man. Every game watching this young man play, it's just outstanding. I honestly know that the CUDA are desperately trying to push for the playoffs right now, but I wouldn't be mad at Warsofsky if he elects to keep Muka Madulin on this roster, man. So we're more than halfway through the first period. Still 0-0. Still love. All love here. Oh, Celebrini looks like he got hit in the face. High sticking call is coming up. So the San Jose Sharks are on a power play, baby. All right, TV timeout. Speaking of the opportunity for me to square things away here. Let's give this a try. I think I'll put this right here. How about that? Yep, that's good. All right, all right, all right. What are we looking at right now? Looking at a healthy amount of Sharks fam today. Sharks are on a power play, so if you want to interact with each other, type chomp chomp in the comment section or in the chat, as they say. So, Mark Edward Vlasic has set a new NHL record for block shots with 2,165. Wow. Outstanding. All right. So I did find why the lines are looking all funky for me. So we're gonna have to have a little correction on the Sharks lineup tonight. So you do have Alexander Wenberg with William Eklund and Tyler Toffoli, Fabian Zetterlund with Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith. So Celebrini and Smith are playing on the same line again. Barclay Goodrow, Nico Sturm, and Luke Cunnin. Then you have Clint Constant, Ty DeLandre, and Colin Graff. Right now, it sounds like the Sharks are on their first power play of the evening, courtesy of Buffalo's Alex Tush, who's we're talking about on that hot streak, 5 goals in the last 5 games. He got called up. He got called for roughing against Macklin Celebrini. It looked like high sticking, but it was roughing. And Celebrini hits the post. Oh my goodness! Here we go. Sharks with another shot. Yeah, power play unit out there. Let's look at the 4 forwards. Right now, you got Toffoli, Smith, Celebrini. I seen Wallman out there. Sharks usually elect to go 4 forwards. Let's see who that 4th forward is. So that 70s line, Eklund, Celebrini, Smith, excuse me, Toffoli joined by Will Smith and Jake Wallman. So they're out there working this first minute of power play, resetting their own zone and looking for clean zone entry. They're having some trouble doing that. Now finally gets dumped by Toffoli. Here we go. Come on, boys. Let's move this puck around. Same 5. Oh, skaters out there for this power play unit. Almost over, man. We're 45 seconds remaining. Sharks finally change up to their second power play line. Oh, Wallman struggling. Gives up the freaking puck. And to McLeod, and he almost freaking deked through every player back there. "20 seconds remaining on this penalty for the Sharks." All right, 10 seconds. You got Wenberg out there with Costin and honestly, and you have Graff. Here comes Graff. He challenges, shoots. Oh, Costin hits the post. Oh my goodness. 2 posts on that power play opportunity for the Sharks. Officially killed off by the Buffalo Sabres. But wow. Celebrini and then Clint Constant hit the post. Wow. All right, so Buffalo is adding that offensive pressure now, and they're taking shots. None of them are hitting the net, thank goodness. But they do have possession of the puck right now, and they're working the Sharks. Oh, what a save by Georgiev, man! A shot bounces off of the wall behind the trapezoid, right to the front of the crease, right by the corner of left side of Georgiev, and they tried to tap that one down low. That right there was a great awareness again by Georgiev. Yeah, a wide right wrist shot from Owen Powers bounces right into the front of the net and almost gets tucked in. And Georgiev, so far, doing fantastic job, man. Gotta love it. Want to give a quick shout out to all of you on YouTube right now. Thank you to our YouTube viewers. And I know you guys are holding it down over there, representing Sharks territory, loud and proud. I appreciate that. You can see on the top right of your screen that you are a part of a larger audience. So shout out to everyone on X/Twitter for coming through tonight. 116 of you all right now strong. So let me just double check Twitch to make sure I'm not leaving anybody out. But yeah, also on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, just know that you are a part of a larger Sharks fan community. All 116 of y'all are making this the top trending live stream yet again, presented by San Jose Sharks fans. So thank you to everybody out there, whether you're a hockey fan in general, if you're here watching to hopefully cheer on Los Tiburones, or if you're a Buffalo Sabres fan, I want to say thank you and welcome to Shark City Hockey's live watch-along party with real-time reaction to the action. As it sounds like Sharks are looking to set up some more offensive pressure. They dump the puck deep, and that's quickly cleared out, and it looks like icing by the Sabres. So, yeah, buddy. Sharks had two prime opportunities on the power play just a moment ago. Macklin Celebrini hit the post, and then Klim Kostin hit the post. So both power play units almost buried the puck, just a couple of inches to the left or right, and this would have been a 1-0 game. Nice interception at the top of the zone by the Sharks, picking the pockets of the Sabres. Oh, what an interception and a shot. Oh, that should be a penalty. So William Eklund picks the puck. Oh, there is going to be a penalty for that. William Eklund picks the puck, dude. He just completely strips the puck from Buffalo and takes a nice, clean wrist shot. That was saved. And immediately afterward, Dylan Cousins hits him right in the face, bro. High sticking. Like, it was pretty much cross-checking to his cheekbone, dude. So the Sharks are going to have a second opportunity right now on the power play. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Type chomp chomp in the comment section, Sharks fans. We need to cheer on our boys. Sounds like Sharks gets a second power play in as many as, what was it, second power play in, let's see, about 4 minutes. 2 penalties in 4 minutes committed by the Sabres. So here we go. Oh, what a save by Luke Konen. I normally don't praise the opposition's netminder there, but man, Tyler Toffoli had him stretched out, and he still got his left pad on that while on the freaking ice, belly on the ice, and he still was able to keep the puck on the net. Sharks power play unit is hungry, baby. They're going to get one. That's for sure. They're hungry. All right, let's see where we're at right now. Big shout out to 121 of y'all. Y'all the best. Celebrini almost got another goal, man. I hope the Sharks are able to bury a freaking goal on this power play. Celebrini just comes through. Beautiful pass by Toffoli, man. Gets Celebrini into the slot wide open. Celebrini goes from forehand to backhand, and unfortunately wasn't able to bury it. He had that right side of the net open. But back to what I was trying to say is I hope that the Sharks could get one of these power plays, bury the puck on one of these power plays, man, because more often than not, when they don't convert on the chances, that what ends up coming up and biting them in the behind, baby. So here we go. Second power play units out there now. Liljegren, Graf, Zetterlund, Wenberg, Kostin. All right, come on, Graf. Graf now behind the trapezoid. Just 10 seconds remain on this power play. Oh, Graf has a wide open net. Someone bury it. I don't believe it. Oh, man. Damn it, dude. The San Jose Sharks had 3 prime opportunities on that second power play. They had 2 posts on the last one. Damn. They should have at least have a goal. All right, so we're at even strength. I imagine we're going to get a TV timeout. Hopefully not. Let's just get through this period here. Quick reminder, we're going to do our intermission show here, our intermission report, as usual. So we'll be covering what went down this first period so far. It's all love. Pretty much 2 penalties that were not converted on. So the Sharks had 2 power play units. We'll see what goes down in the final couple of minutes here. Hit this first. We'll go over some stats. Of course, we'll dive deep into the face-off battles. Sharks struggled last night in Toronto in the face-off dot, so we'll see how they do so far in the first 20 minutes of this game, and then we'll take a look around the league and see, checking on some of the scores of all the other games going down here on a Tuesday night in the National Hockey League. So don't go anywhere as we do our intermission report. Just a few minutes away from that. Kanye with a shot that goes wide. Oh, man, he was trying to pick that top right corner. Sharks have some great pressure right now. And they lose control of the puck. It goes all the way behind the goal line in the Sharks zone. Luka Madulin now chilling the trapezoid, waiting to reset. Here we go. The Sharks got plenty of space up in the ice. I don't know why they're skating backwards for. Plenty of space out there. I guess they're waiting for a line change to finish. Ooh, nice win from DeAndrea there. Ooh, nice shot attempt. I'm telling you right now, the Sharks look like the better team in this period. That's for sure. Like, surprisingly, they look pretty freaking on point for having played not just last night, but overtime and a shootout. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's up. Sharks look great. All right, we're now last minute here of the period. Quick disclaimer for those of you who don't know already. Typically, the live game action tracker that we present to you here on this live watch along party with real-time reaction to the action. Oh, what a pass by Smith! And Celebrini almost scored a goal in the final minute. Celebrini gets past not one, not two, but three defenders. What a feed from the point from Will Smith. And Celebrini just shoots that one's up high and wide. Damn, man. Back to what I was saying. The Sharks look freaking outstanding. They look fantastic for having played just last night. Oh, no. 2-on-1 opportunity late here. Shot. What a waffle board save from Georgiev. I love it when goalies make a aggressive blocker save. That was beautiful. He was definitely like 11 feet away from the goal line. He definitely challenged a few feet up from the crease to make that blocker save and keep it 0-0. And that's where we'll stand right now. Shout out to 124 of you. My bad, as I was trying to math there. 124 of you who are joining me across X, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm Aaron James, creative here at Shark City Hockey, your go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom, where right now, because of all you, we are all now able to say that this is the I'm gonna say it. I promise I wasn't gonna say this anymore, but I'm gonna say it. The #1 trading live stream in Sharks territory, presented by San Jose Sharks fans for all of you out there in Sharks territory. All right, 0-0. Let's get on with the intermission report here. All right. Boom, 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 boom. So, after one period, the San Jose Sharks have 11 shots on goal. And boy, oh boy, they could have probably had more. Some of these went wide, some of them went high, and they should have had some goals. They've hit a couple of posts. It's been pretty outstanding action for San Jose Sharks fans, to say the least. So 11 shots on goal for the San Jose Sharks, 5 for the Buffalo Sabres. Sharks are kind of struggling in the faceoff dot again. They did struggle last night, so let's go into the faceoff summary here. Oh, pardon me. All right, so in that first period, the Sharks won 7 of 18 faceoffs for 39%. They won 5 of 14 even strength, 2 for 4 power play, so 36% even strength faceoff win, 50% while on the power play. So we all know that that's, we're going to have to improve that stat, that's for sure. But let's break it down by zone. So during even strength in the offensive zone, the Sharks are 2 for 6 for 33%. Defensive zone, they're 50%, 3 for 6. And in the neutral zone, 0 for 2. All right, so that's 5 out of 14, while even strength, 36% of the faceoffs won, as I just mentioned earlier. While on the power play, it's pretty much 2 for 4, 50%, as I mentioned earlier. All in the offensive zone, obviously. They're on the power play. So to break it down, in all situations per zone, offensive zone, Sharks are 4 for 10, 40%. Defensive zone, 50%, 3 for 6, 0 for 2 in the neutral zone, for a grand total of 7 faceoff wins off 18, 39%. Now let's talk about specifically who is contributing to the faceoff win percentage. We'll start off with Nico Sturm. He is 0 for 4, all on even strength, 0 for 2 in the offensive zone, 0 for 1 in the defensive zone, 0 for 1 in the neutral zone. Maybe it's time to get Nico Sturm out of the faceoff dot. I don't know. Luke Cunningham, on the other hand, looking pretty solid, 2 for 3, All even strength faceoffs were faceoffs for him. 1 for 1 in the offensive zone, 1 for 2 in the defensive zone. Fabian Zetterlund is 1 for 1. He took a faceoff while on the power play. I imagine that's because they got rid of the initial center, but he's 1 for 1 in the offensive zone while on the power play. Alexander Wenberg is 50% tonight, 1 for 2, 0 for 1 in the offensive zone, 1 for 1 in the defensive zone. Both of those faceoffs were taken while on even strength. And then you have Ty Dellandrea. He's only had 1 faceoff opportunity tonight, even strength in the offensive zone. He did not win that. Excuse me, 2. Yeah, just 1. My bad. I stand corrected. So 0 for 1, Ty Dellandrea. And Macklin Celebrini, man, 43% faceoff win, 3 for 7. So on even strength, he's 1 for 1 in the offensive zone, 1 for 2 in the defensive zone, 0 for 1 in neutral zone. So even strength, Macklin Celebrini is winning 50% of his draws, 2 for 4. While on the power play, he's 1 for 3 in the offensive zone, 33%. So that grand total, 43%, 3 faceoff wins out of 7 opportunities for Macklin Celebrini. All right, so penalties. It's been all Buffalo playing an unclean game. 10 minutes and 49 seconds into the first period. Macklin Celebrini, they call it roughing. It looked like it was high sticking, man. But nonetheless, Touche gets called for roughing against Macklin Celebrini at 10 minutes and 49 seconds. Sharks almost scored on that power play, man. Celebrini hits the post on the first power play line, the first power play unit, pardon me. And then the second power play unit, Klim Kostin hits the post. So 2 posts from both power plays units. And unfortunately, the Sharks were not able to convert on that first penalty committed by Buffalo. About 4 minutes and 5 seconds later, Buffalo gave the Sharks another opportunity to try to get a goal on the power play. Cousins hits Willem Eklund. High sticking, they call it. But again, that's like cross-checking, man. It was cross-checking to the jaw, which I thought was kind of I think personally it was because they're trying to maybe instill a little hesitation, a little fear in him, because he just completely undressed the Buffalo defenders, just stripped him of the puck and had a nice clean shot. And then next thing you know, Cousins hits him right in the jaw with his stick. So I think, it was an undeserved quote unquote receipt, but nonetheless, I think they're just trying to get in their head, because the Sharks have been playing outstanding tonight. Again, going into this game, the Sharks have ended their losing streak, and Buffalo is currently on a 3-game skid. So those pretty much were the highlights. I mean, you've had some great saves by Georgiev. He hasn't been tested too much in this first period, stopping 5 out of 5 shots. Let's keep it that way, man. The less he has to work, the better it is for our squad. So hits, San Jose has 7, Buffalo has 6. Block shots is even for both squads. Each team has 5 block shots. As we mentioned, not just a moment ago, or earlier in the show, pardon me, Marc-Edouard Vlasic set a NHL record with 2,165 block shots. And that record's going to continue to climb. So, congratulations to Pickles, stick tap to Pickles. He wasn't on the Sharks. He wasn't in the Sharks lineup for the majority of the season, just recently returning like in the last couple of months. And, with the Four Nations Face-Off tournament slapped right there in the middle of February, he hasn't seen much action, specifically because he's also been a healthy scratch. So he's had limited time in the in the lineup, pardon me. As a matter of fact, let's just look at how many games he's played going into tonight. I believe this is his 12th game of the season. All right. But he's played 11 so far. And, I believe this is 12th game, and still finding a way to freaking etch his name into the history book. So stick taps to Vlasic. Obviously, he's been a career San Jose Shark. A lot of fans out there are moaning and groaning about his contract. We'll see if his name, if his name appears during the trade deadline. We'll see. But as far as I'm concerned, Marc-Edouard Vlasic, fans appreciate him and enjoy him, because as you may never know, this may be the last season that Pickles plays in the league, which means, it may be the last season, that he's on the Sharks. So, we'll have to wait and see. But, sick taps to him, making some history there, and continuing to make history as a member of the San Jose Sharks. All right, some more stats really quick. Giveaways for both teams is even at 5 apiece. Takeaways 2 for the Sharks, 1 for the Buffalo Sabres. And that right there is your box score and your intermission report for that first period. Love, baby. It's all love. 0-0 for after one period. So we'll have to wait and see if the San Jose Sharks can, get an opportunity to, or can bury the puck, maybe get some more opportunities on the power play in the next period. So let's go into the games going on around the league here. All right. So we have quite the healthy lineup of games going across NHL tonight. Let's see. We're looking at 10 games across the league. Games that have already started. You have the Nashville Predators at the Boston Bruins. They currently have the lead after one period, 2-1. After one period in Philadelphia, the Flyers are trailing the visiting Calgary Flames by a score of 4-2. Tampa Bay Lightning are hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets. They have a lead at home after one period, 2-1. The Detroit Red Wings are being shut out at home right now. The visiting Carolina Hurricanes have a 1-0 lead after one period. Halfway through the first period in New York, the Islanders are in a tie with the visiting Winnipeg Jets. And of course, after one period, the San Jose Sharks are tied up with the Sabres 0-0. Some games that are about to go down shortly here within the next couple of hours. One within the next few minutes, you have New Jersey in Dallas tonight. So the Stars will be playing at home. That game is about to go down and give or take 10 minutes. In a couple of hours, or within the next couple of hours, you'll have the Pittsburgh Penguins visiting the Colorado Avalanche. The Anaheim Ducks are in Edmonton to take on the Oilers, and the Seattle Kraken are hosting the Minnesota Wild. So nice, healthy stretch of games going across the league for this Tuesday edition of National Hockey League action. All right, and that right there is our intermission report. We have about 5 minutes before they drop the puck again for the second period in Buffalo. So with that being said, just want to quickly remind everybody, if you're enjoying this live stream on X, double tap that screen, make it rain hearts. Same thing if you're watching us on YouTube. And quick shout out to all of you out there. So let me see the count here really quick. The live count as it stands is at 131. So because of all of you out there, thank you all for taking part in the hottest, top trending live stream in Sharks territory, presented by genuine, diehard, bleeding Teal, San Jose Sharks fans. I'm Aaron James, your host tonight, and creative at Shark City Hockey, your go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom. So let's see. We got, give or take, 4 minutes before we are back to the action, and we'll be right here with real-time reaction to the San Jose Sharks and the Buffalo Sabres game. Sharks are closing out their road trip on Thursday night against the Colorado Avalanche. And then they have a healthy homestand, 8 consecutive games at home. And I love how spaced out they are. They're pretty much, with the exception of next Tuesday, so a week from now, with the exception of next week's, a week from now's game against the Nashville Predators, 7 of those 8 games are going down on Thursday and Saturday nights, starting this weekend when they come back home to take on the Islanders. So there'll be plenty of rest in between games for the Sharks. It'll be a great opportunity for the Sharks to kind of recalibrate and refocus, because when they return, the trade deadline will be behind them, right? There's a lot of players right now probably thinking about where they may be after Friday. So I'm looking forward to this stretch of games here in San Jose, specifically because trade deadline will be behind the squad. So no more having to focus and worrying about where you might land if you're going to be dealt away. You can now focus on, finishing the season strong. You have plenty of rest in between these 8 games in San Jose. And then, a nice mini road trip, if you want to count it as a road trip, to end the month of March and begin the final month of the season in April in LA and Anaheim. So you can just go down to SoCal and play there. Then they're right back here at the tank for 3 games at home, go on their last road trip of the season, 4 games, pretty much in Canada with the exception of the Minnesota Wild in April. And then they close out the season, 2024-25 season, in front of their home crowd against the Edmonton Oilers on April 16th. So looking forward to, seeing if the Sharks could, finish strong here. I know a lot of you out there do not want to see these guys win out. You get some of you might have, flashbacks of a couple of seasons ago when they had an opportunity to have the number 1 overall draft pick, which was Connor Bedard that season. And, they went on this crazy stretch of a winning streak, winning games, and then fell out of number 1 overall. I stand by my word. It always has been and always was Macklin Celebrini. Sharks made sure that they got their junior Sharks prospect back here in Teal. And this season, if we win number 1 overall, great. But top 5 is good for me, man. Top 5 is good for me. I know a lot of you out there, and I'm not going to drop any names, but you are salivating over specific prospects, and you may be happy with 1 out of 2 out of them. And I understand that the top 3 projected selections in the 2025 draft are considered to be, as they say, quote unquote, blue chip prospects who have the ability to, be, franchise changing players, have significant impact on their clubs. Those are the projections, right? That is the potential, right? But nonetheless, for me personally, as it sounds like Sharks fan, if we can end up anywhere in the top 5, that'd be great. And if we win out and we fall at the end of the season out of top 5 position, that doesn't mean that we can't have, the odds in our favor during the draft lottery and move up. Everyone's so concerned about us moving down. I rarely hear anyone talk about moving up. Yeah, you can lose 2 spots, and I get it. Name of the game is try to secure the best odds at number 1 overall. So the worst that could happen is 3rd overall. But you ever consider that, hey, maybe we could jump into the top 3, top 5, even if we win out? Anyways, so that's where I'm gonna stand with that, because y'all know how I feel being a diehard, genuine San Jose Sharks fan, born, raised, and living right here in Shark City, which of course you all know is San Jose, California. And I'm always going to cheer on for these guys to to ball out. So, all right. My bad. Let me fix some stuff here. All right, there we go. All right, fam. We are moments away from the second period. San Jose Sharks are looking good, man. I would not, like, if you got to ask me, like, eye test wise, if these guys played last night and overtime and a shootout, I'd be like, nah, man, because they look fresh. They look fresh out there. So, again, Buffalo they're on a 3-game skid right now. They lost in overtime their last game against Montreal Canadiens. So this would be a great opportunity for the Sharks to earn a second dub against a team that's kind of struggling on their own right. You know what I mean? Pardon me snacking up over here. All right, here we go, baby. Game on. Second period is underway. Nice little poke check away from by Mukmadulin there, man, in the neutral zone. You know, Alexander Georgiev, while I talk about the Sharks playing back to back, being fresh, he's doing pretty damn good himself, man. All right, we got some chat. We got another one saying, hi, what's up, man? What's up again? Hi. It's like Ryan on The Office. Hi. Hi. No, I was kidding. What up, brother? Oh, Shark score! No, what? That went in. That looked like it went in. That looked like it went in. The ref says it was off the crossbar. That looked like a bounce out of the top of the net. That's a goal, baby. Someone stop this puck and look. I want to hear the goal sound come from the situation room here. Okay, squeeze the pads. Yep. There it is. There's the horn, baby. That's a goal. That was a goal. Hands down, without a doubt in my mind. That was a goal. Timothy Liljegren got a shot on goal just a minute into the period. Let me see. Not the line. Let's look at the initial shot. That looked like it went into the net. Okay, that actually did go off the crossbar. Damn it. My bad, fam. I'm getting super excited over here. That looked like I thought it bounced off of the top of the net where they keep the water bottle, or they used to keep the water bottle. But I need that over the head shot. Let's see it. Did it trickle past the goal line? So Timothy Liljegren's wrist shot went high to the. Hold on, here we go. Yeah, baby! Sharks score, baby! Sharks goal. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Sharks, baby. Let's go. That's a good goal, fam. A good goal. Sharks have the lead now. So let's break it down. You know what I need? Oh, Sharks going for a second one. I'll read back all the stats on that goal in just a second here, fam. All right, here we go. So right now, as it stands, we're saying Timothy Liljegren gets his 6th goal of the season. They say it's unassisted, but that's cap. I know that there's an assist on that. So let's go to our trusty source, San Jose Sharks public relations team here. So Timothy Liljegren got his 6th goal of the season, which is his career best. And it's his 2nd goal in the past 3 games. So let's see if we get, yep, there it is. So Willem Eklund gets his 33rd assist of the season with the primary. Secondary assist goes to Jake Wallman, his 25th assist of the season. San Jose Sharks take a 1-0 lead at 1 minute and 1 second into the second period. And that right there, baby, is what I'm talking about. Finally, breaking that goose egg. Got one saying, yeah, Sharks are winning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that 33rd assist of the season is actually William Eklund's 45th point of the year. His career high. Wait, let me reword this properly. It tied his career high, which he recorded last season in 80 games. All right, so William Eklund, all right, having playing his his 58th game of the season, has already tied his career best. Pardon me, tied his career best, which took him 80 games last season. So Wallman almost buried it, man. The Sharks are hungry. They're cooking right now. All right. Gotta love it, man. Oh man, the Sharks committed a penalty. What do we got here? What are we looking at? So it looks like it took the Sharks about once they blow the whistle here, 24 their last. Damn. Jake Wallman's shot that he missed, they almost buried, wide open net, and he shot it, and it just flies across the crease. It did not make it into the net. So Jack Thompson, Sharks defenseman, takes a holding penalty 4 minutes into the second period. So the San Jose Sharks will be on the penalty kill here. Sharks right now, though, I think, like I said, man, they've been a better team so far this whole game. Gotta love it. All right. It's always scary when we don't have that insurance goal, but the Sharks are on the PK here. Nice save by Georgiev. Shot from the point. Saved by Georgiev. Good clear by the Sharks. Ooh wee. Damn it. Sabres tie it up, dude. I could tell by the way they were moving. That the Sharks PK unit right there was getting worked, man. Damn it. Oh, come on. Sharks almost answered back, baby. Oh, another chance for the Sharks. Will Smith and Zetterlund are remember Celebrini and Will Smith are on the same line again tonight. And they are almost able to earn another goal right there. My bad. Dude, I'm loving the Sharks' zone entry in this game, but more so, I'm loving how they're immediately committing toward like attacking the net. Oh, that should be offsides. All right, TV timeout. TV timeout. All right, so big shout out to 138 of y'all. I know the vast majority of y'all are chiming in. Actually, that's 140. I stand corrected, 140. So the vast majority of y'all are chiming in from X. So I just want to say thank you. Pardon me. I'm fixing some stuff here really quick, like. All right. And we're back, baby. Boom. All right. So back to what I was saying, the vast majority of y'all are chiming in on X, formerly known as Twitter. So, big shout out to you. And if you're, hanging out on our YouTube channel, on our Twitch channel, I also want to say thank you for showing your support to Shark City Hockey. Um, Sharks have had a great game thus far. Unfortunately, a penalty committed by Thompson for holding against Alexander Tush caught up to them. They surrender a uh, power play goal. JJ Peterka gets his 18th goal of the season on the power play for the Buffalo Sabres. It was assisted by Darlene, 39th assist for him this year, and Quinn, the 14th assist for him. So tied game, 5 minutes and 13 seconds into this second period. Alex Tuck. Oh, what a save by Georgiev! Alex Tuck had Georgiev pretty much sprawled out in front of his own crease, a wide open net to Georgiev's right side, and he was able to fight it off with a kick save, man. What a save by Georgiev. Having a fantastic game tonight. Georgiev has been on the rise, man. He's been on the rise. It's no surprise as to why he has been the goaltender that is obviously going to end the season with the Sharks. Again, if you are not aware, Vitek Vanacek should have started tonight's game. This is the Sharks' second game in as many nights. They just won in a shootout last night in Toronto, and Georgiev was in net for that game. So Vanacek should have been in the crease tonight, but he is being held out. He is dressed. There's only 2 Sharks netminders on this road trip. So we'll have to wait and see who the Sharks call up to join the main roster. But back to the point, Vitek Vanacek is not starting tonight's game because he is on the trade block. We all could assume that a deal is almost going to be made, but he's being held out for trade deadline reasons, the official terminology. And man, Georgiev, man, what a game. Quick reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, X, or Twitch, you can drop a comment in the chat and it could be highlighted and we all could Teal together. So again, whether it's X, my Sharks fam on X, or on Twitch, and of course YouTube, y'all drop a comment and we can Teal together. I think we're going to have coincidental minor penalties coming up. That's what it looks like here. Yep. Coincidental minor or coinciding minor penalties. So Luke Cunnin and Dahlin for Buffalo get called for roughing at 9 minutes and 16 seconds. So we got some 4-on-4 hockey. We got some open ice out there. Let's see if that open ice and potentially higher pace game is beneficial for Los Tiburones. All right, 93 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. All right, come on, baby. Let's go, Sharks. Get it out of your zone. All right, here we go. Willem Eklund now can use some support. Trying to go through 4 Sabres skaters. I guess they're electing to do a line change. About 30 seconds remaining on the co-assigned penalties. All right, here we go. Opportunity, Sharks pressing, shoot. That goes up into the netting. All right, TV timeout. TV timeout. Still got some time left on that 4-on-4. But man, what an exciting game it's been. Sabres are starting to catch up. They're starting to catch up a little bit in the shot department. Sounds like Sharks, however, are looking better in the faceoff dot. So we're officially midway through this game. Again, this is the final time that the Buffalo Sabres and the San Jose Sharks are going to meet this season. Right now, Buffalo does lead the season series 1-0. They got a 4-2 victory in San Jose on November 23rd. San Jose Sharks looking to even up the season series, earn a victory here in their second victory in as many nights. San Jose Sharks are fresh off of a shootout dub in Toronto. And I think they would love nothing more than to finish off this road trip with another dub here in Buffalo. The San Jose Sharks do return. Not finish off road trip. They do have one more game against Colorado on Thursday, and then the San Jose Sharks do return Saturday night to the tank, in which they'll be playing at home for 8 consecutive games to practically finish off the month of March. Obviously, all eyes are set on this Friday as the NHL trade deadline. It's trade deadline season, right? It's pretty much trade deadline season. NHL trade deadline goes down at 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on Friday, March the 7th. And I believe we'll be getting together rather early, and maybe 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. Of course, if you want to be in the know, follow us on social media at Shark City Hockey, Instagram and X, and on YouTube. Find us under those channels, and you can be on top of our live streams. You could be a part of our premium live streams, and again, like all 147 of y'all right now, a quick shout out to y'all for making our premium live streams the number one trending streams in Sharks territory. But back to the point, this Friday, we're going to do courtesy of Frostbitten and Sounds like Sharks podcast. Shark City Hockey will be hosting its first ever trade deadline live stream. So looking forward to getting together with Tyler Castillo and Mike Hahn this Friday to see exactly how the Sharks roster is going to pretty much finish for this 2024-25 season. Right now, about a few seconds remaining on the 4-on-4, and the Sharks finally getting some offensive pressure. Better watch out. They got a guy sneaking behind them. Okay, good. They clean that up. Buffalo with 2 freaking shots back-to-back at point blank. Georgiev fights them off as we get back to even strength here. 5-on-5 hockey now. All right. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting next couple of months of Sharks hockey. Oh, what a beautiful hip check by Liljegren, man. Love it. There's something going on with that ice. There's a lot of people like falling in the neutral zone. Oh yeah, score a goal for us, baby. That was crazy. We got some soccer style strategy out there for the Buffalo Sabres, electing to pass it to the goaltender. Thank goodness he was ready for that one. If you're a betting man and you have money on the line right now, the San Jose Sharks, according to MoneyPuck.com, have a 67% percent. We'll make that 68. Oh, 69. Nice. We're going to say 69% chance on the deserve to win meter. All right. So San Jose Sharks right now are doing a fantastic job after just playing last night. Not just 60 minutes, but overtime and a shootout on top of that. Come on, baby. Ooh, nice little shoulder check by Clint Constant in the trapezoid. Ooh, nasty. It's getting rough out there. Thompson, some good play on the boards. Oh, man. Buffalo got a chance with the 3-on-2 right there. It was a very unthreatening 3-on-2. And they put a shot on net. They put a shot on net, and Georgiev is able to make that save. All right. We're almost at 150 live viewers at this moment. Thank you to everybody. Again, the majority of you are catching us on X, formerly known as Twitter. The rest of you are on our YouTube or Twitch channels, respectively. Welcome to Shark City Hockey's live watch along party with real time reaction to the action. I'm your host and creative here at Shark City Hockey. I'm Aaron James. Thank you and welcome you here to what's been a really good game for the San Jose Sharks. We're tied up, but honestly, like the Sharks have had some great opportunities. They hit a couple of posts in that first period. Some unfortunate wide open nets were missed by San Jose, but nonetheless, like they've been the better team. They've had the better opportunities, scoring opportunities. And honestly, with the exception of like that 4-on-4 and the penalty that they committed earlier, like they just looked like the better team altogether. Buffalo is on a 3-game losing skid. Sounds like just ended their losing streak. We have a penalty called, and damn it, my bad. Pardon the jinx. Barclay Goodrow gets called for a penalty. So as I was talking about, they looked good with the exception of, when special teams was on the ice, we got a damn penalty. So my fault, fam. Sharks are on the penalty kill. Barclay Goodrow gets called at 3:13 or 13:32. Pardon me. Barclay Goodrow gets called for minor penalty. I don't know what it was. Someone tell me what it is. Interference. There you go. It's more clean. All right. Sharks are on the PK, but good news is that it's almost halfway through. 5-on-4 for another minute here. Ooh, shorthand opportunity. Cutting Wallman with the backhand, but he had no room. Lukanen. That's going to be confusing for me today. So Lukanen is the goaltender, not Luke Cunnin for the South Sea Sharks. For the Sabres, Lukanen pretty much left him no space on that right side of the net, hugging the post. Luke Cunnin passes to Jake Wallman, saved by Lukanen. My bad. Having a little too much fun over here with this. Oh, man. Face off controlled in the Sharks zone by the penalty killing unit. Sabres regained possession of puck, looking to set up another opportunity here. Their only goal scored was on that first penalty the Sharks committed earlier this period. In fact, both goals were scored in the second frame of this contest. Mishandled puck allows the Sharks to indirectly clear it, and that's going to do it for the penalty. So great job by some of the Sharks. We're back at even strength, but the pressure is still on in the Sharks zone. Woo, our defensemen need a freaking line change. Mark-Edward Vlasic and Shakir Mukhamadullin have been out there for over a minute. You know what? I don't play ice hockey. I play inline hockey, all right? Ice hockey, it's too rich for my blood. I can't afford it, all right? I'll be real with you. I mean, I could, but like, damn, I already spent too much on Sharks and Barracuda stuff. So when I want to play hockey and get my cardio in, I like to go inline. But yeah, being on skates for over a minute, it's no joke, man. That's tough. So there's icing, so they're still out there, unfortunately. All right. The puck goes over the glass, but it was deflected. So finally get a line change for the Sharks, and they'll get a little extra rest because the broadcast decides to go on a TV timeout. All right. Yeah. All right. So as we get closer to the end of this period, just a quick reminder: our second intermission show and / report will be coming up right after. We will go again into the box score. We'll dive deep into the face-off battles, and we'll take another look at scores going and the games going on around the league. If you're watching us, whatever platform you're watching us on, please double tap that screen and make it rain hearts. Show some love to either the San Jose Sharks, or if you're a Buffalo Sabres fan, show love to your team, or if you're a hockey fan in general, just show some love to the sport of hockey by double tapping that screen and making rain hearts. If you're not following us already on whichever platform you're enjoying us tonight, please consider doing so. And of course, welcome to everybody that might be joining alongside from the link left on our Instagram channel. I want to say a quick shout out to our Instagram community, which over the past couple of days, we have officially grown over 6,700 strong on our Instagram. Of course, for those of you who are devoted Shark City hockey fans, I guess, are part of our community, you already know that our Instagram page is home to our inspirational, original, and most influential San Jose Sharks fan content out there. So if you haven't followed us on Instagram already, I urge you to do so as well. All right, Game On TV broadcast is back. Huge shout out to Randy Hahn, who was on a special guest on our show on Frostbin, the Sounds of Sharks podcast. Of course, you can find that episode on YouTube and wherever you enjoy podcasts. And to Drew Remenda, who I actually had opportunity to meet and hypothetically booked for the show, but haven't had an opportunity really to haven't found the right opportunity to ask them to, like cash that one in. But maybe soon. Maybe wink, wink. Anyways, maybe not. I try to be respectful of everyone's schedule. Oh, what a freaking missed opportunity or a save. What was it? But they stretched Georgiev out there. Wow. I think they may have missed that. But another opportunity for Buffalo Sabres and Georgiev just holding it down. All right, icing by Buffalo. Macklin Celebrini has been getting. There's been this odd trend this season. Well, specifically the last couple of weeks, where penalties that should have been called in favor of Macklin Celebrini are being overlooked by the league. What's up with that? What's up with that, man? Some of them are definitely got to see. We want to see that change. What's going on with that, man? All right, just a few minutes remaining in this period. A lot of whistles in the last couple of minutes, kind of stretching out these final four. All right, Buffalo looking for some last minute heroics here in the second period. They got the Sharks crashing their own net as a defensive strategy, collapsing in front of the net. I guess the best way of saying it, protecting the net. I'm not a big fan of that strategy for three reasons. One, you obstruct the view of the goaltender. You could potentially prohibit his ability to move within the crease, and of course, you allow the opposition so much open ice to move the puck. So I understand the Sharks more than likely are not trying to surrender one before going to the locker room. Here comes Graf now with the pass. Oh, yeah! Woo! Nico Sturm with the goal, baby! Yeah. Not trying to surrender a goal before they go into the locker room, but they sure were trying to score one. And Nico Sturm, number 7, gets his 7th goal of the year. Oh, yeah. Sounds like Sharks take the lead at 18 minutes and 22 seconds of the second period, courtesy of Nico Sturm, his 7th goal of the year. 2-1 Sharks. 1 minute, 38 seconds remaining in the second period. I'll get you all the stats on that assist in just a minute here. But yeah, buddy. All right, let's see if we get an update on these those who contributed there. Oh, yeah, here we go, baby. Celebrini. Oh, he tried to get Ferraro, who was pinching deep with a nice pass across the slot there. Eklund the shot now. Everyone's just pouring the puck onto the net. Why not? Excellent strategy, baby. Ooh. Dude, Mario Ferraro is playing deep on the wing. All right. Almost had another opportunity with a cross-ice pass from Eklund to bury that one. Timothy Liljegren. Oh, toe drag. You couldn't get it through. Or was that Thompson? My bad, Thompson. Here comes Celebrini driving to Smith with them trying to clean up the rebound. Final seconds of this period. Shoot it. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right. Nico Sturm sends the Sharks into the locker room with a 2-1 lead. His 7th of the year. Colin Graff, baby, gets the primary assist, his 4th of the season. And Clem Constant gets his 6th assist of the season with the secondary apple. Sharks are entering the third period with a lead. Yeah, baby. Let's do this. All right. Oh, yeah. Now that right there was that. Now that's fun. All right. I'll show. I'll give credit where credit's due. They say the Sharks are fun. That was fun. Now let's keep it fun. The old adage has been this season is that the Sharks win games. They win the first 2 periods. So I know a lot of fans right now are going to be on the edge of the seat for the next 20 minutes. But I have faith that these guys are going to pull it off tonight because throughout the last 40 minutes, the Sharks have been a better squad. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. All right. So let's go into our intermission report here. Before we begin, though, let me just one more time. Well, it's not the last time. We'll be doing this throughout the stream here, but a huge shout out to all of you joining us right now. We are officially at 150 live viewers at this moment. The bulk of you on X/Twitter, some of you on YouTube and Twitch. So thank you to all 150 of you for making Shark City Hockey's premium live streams the #1 top trending live streams presented by San Jose Sharks fans in Sharks territory. You all are the best. Right now, the San Jose Sharks are trying to best the Buffalo Sabres in their own home. Sharks are coming off of a shootout win last night in Toronto. Buffalo Sabres are on a 3-game losing skid. They lost their last game to Montreal in overtime. So 20 more minutes, baby. Let's see what happens. But until then, we got 2 periods to review here. So stats, box score specifically through 2 periods here in Buffalo, New York, where the Sharks are taking on the Sabres for the final game between these 2 squads this season. Sharks have that 2-1 lead, as I mentioned. All the scoring went down in the second period, and we'll go over all that in just a minute. But first, the box score. Shots on goal, San Jose 21, Buffalo 16. The Sharks have been really steady with their shots on goal tonight. 10 in the first period, 11 in the second period. Buffalo had 5 that first period and 11 this past period. Face-off dot, as I mentioned, the Sharks weren't looking too hot in that first period, but they have got the best of Buffalo through 2 frames. So now the average is that the Sharks are winning 51.2% of the face-offs. So that's what's up, baby. Unfortunately, San Jose had 2 opportunities on the power play. That happened in the first period. They were not able to convert. However, Buffalo did convert one of their 2 power play opportunities that were given to them this second period, and that's where they got their 1 goal. So both teams have committed 6 minutes in penalties total. Sharks have 14 hits. Buffalo has 18. The game is getting physical. 11 block shots for each squad. Again, stick taps to Pickles, who set an NHL record. The man has over 1,265, probably even more since that stat was last shared about an hour ago. So Marko Vlasic is now the record holder for block shots. Get that guy the Platinum Shin Guards trophy. Get him a Platinum Shin Guards trophy. If the league ain't going to do it, San Jose Sharks organization, you got to do it. Anyways, So 11 block shots for both teams. Sounds like Sharks have 8 giveaways. Buffalo Sabres have 7. Takeaways for the Sharks are 6, 1 for the Sabres. And that's your box score. So let's dive quickly into the face-off summary, and then we'll go over the goals here. So in that second period, the Sharks, again, they're starting to win the battles in the face-off. So the first period, they won 39% of their face-offs, 7 for 18. In this period, they won 60%, 15 out of 25. All right. And it's the bulk of it was even strength, 14 out of 22 even strength victories, 1 for 3 while shorthanded. So let's break it down by zone. We're going to do even strength, and then we'll do special teams. As a matter of fact, forget all that. Let's just do the whole total, even strength, shorthanded, or with the man advantage. So in the offensive zone, the Sharks have 9 for 17 face-off wins, 53%. In the defensive zone, 7 for 16, 44%, and 6 for 10 in the neutral zone for 60%. Grand total, San Jose Sharks have won 22 out of 43 face-offs throughout this first 2 periods. Now let's take a look at who's contributing to the face-off win percentage. Will Smith is 1 for 1 tonight, 100%. That was on even strength. You have Nico Sturm, who's 2 for 7 tonight, 29%. He's had opportunities in the offensive zone, defensive zone, and neutral zone. So 2 for 7, 29%, Nico Sturm. Luke Cunnin is 4 for 6 tonight, 67%. Fabian Zetterlund had 1 face-off on the power play in that first period, and he won it 100%. Alexander Wenberg is 4 for 6, 67% through 2 periods. Barclay Goodrow, 50%, not bad. 50%, 1 for 2 tonight. Colin Graff, he had an opportunity last period, didn't win it. That was his only opportunity. It is what it is. Ty DeAndrea is 1 for 6 tonight, kind of struggling. 1 for 6 for 17%. And Macklin Celebrini is 8 for 13, 62% in the face-off. All right, now let's go over what you all really want to talk about. Who scored them goals, baby? All right, for the San Jose Sharks, it was Timothy Liljegren to get the scoring started. This all happened in the second period. All 3 goals were scored in the second period. 2 for San Jose, 1 for Buffalo. So the first one happened at a minute and a second into the second period. It actually took a what is it? Is it Toronto? The Situation Room had to buzz in and blow that horn during the game because the Sharks scored and the referee had the audacity to wave it off. But Timothy Liljegren's shot did cross the goal line, and it happened off of a face-off zone win by Alexander Wenberg. He won it back to the blue line in Buffalo zone. Jake Wallman at the blue line passes it to William Eklund, who was alongside the boards on the right side of Buffalo goaltender Luukkonen. It's going to be tough for me to differentiate the goaltender's name for the Sabres versus the Sharks forward name. Anyways, so after the faceoff win by Wenberg, and it goes back to the point to Wallman, he sends it to along the boards to where Eklund's chilling, and William Eklund then does a beautiful cross ice pass. He literally passed that puck from almost the half wall there, right at the right within the faceoff dot, all the way across the slot. Some of you all call it the high danger zone, and he met Liljegren in the opposite faceoff circle, and Liljegren took the shot and was able to bury it. What was it? Practically 15 feet away at a 50-degree angle. It hit off of the crossbar, bounced down. It actually passed completely into the goal line, and that right there made it 1-0. So Timothy Liljegren, 6th of the year. Assisted by Eklund, 33rd of the year. Eklund's primary assist got him his 45th point of the season, and that right there ties his career best that was set last year, and he got 45 points in 80 games. So now he got 45 points in less than that. We still got a whole 2 months of hockey left, baby. So sig taps to William Eklund. Jake Wallman, who desperately needs to get off of his cold streak, gets the secondary assist, his 25th of the year. All right, for the Buffalo Sabres, boo. They got their goal scored while on the power play. The Sharks kind of were transitioning from collapsing in front of the net, aka protecting the net, to a small box defensive zone on the penalty kill within the slot to like a modified diamond formation. It was very like fluent the way they were doing their strategies, but it didn't matter. Dahlin, Quinn, and Perturka, pardon me, were able to connect for the game tying goal at 5 minutes and 13 seconds in the second period. 18th goal for Perturka, if I'm saying that correct. Pardon me from that. And that made it 1-1. So obviously I'm not going to spend too much time on their goal scored. And then just moments before the buzzard for the second intermission, Nico Sturm got his 7th goal of the season. Number 7 scores his 7th at 18 minutes and 22 seconds to give the San Jose Sharks a 2-1 lead. Colin Graf gets the primary assist, his 4th assist of the season. Klim Kostin, who was back in the lineup tonight, got his 6th, or was he? Pardon me, not back. That's Gornstrom. I stand corrected. Klim Kostin got his 6th assist of the season with the secondary, and that made the Sharks have the lead 2-1. And the beauty of this is that this goal actually started deep in the Sharks zone. So Shakir Mukhamadullin, who was standing in his own face-off circle left of my bad, to take a breath. Left of Alexander Georgiev, passes the puck from his own zone up to the neutral zone, past the center line to Klim Kostin, who then advances the puck within Buffalo's zone. He passes it across the rink, so not necessarily the slot, but in between, the face-off circles, right past, the point, essentially, right in that sweet spot where he found Colin Graf. Colin Graf then advances the puck further into the zone, and as he gets to the top of that face-off circle, as right before he gets toward the goal line, he centers the puck into traffic. And that finds after a couple lucky, pretty much a lucky Sharks bounce, right? Because it goes through Klim Kostin, and then the defender for the Sabres wasn't able to pick it up. It finds Nico Sturm's stick, and he buries it for the Sharks 2-1 lead. And that right there, my friends, is how we got to where we are now. All right, so with less than 5 minutes remaining before we get back into the third period here, let's take a quick look around the scores going on around the league. So here is where it stands for all the other teams playing tonight. So let's do that. All right. Again, a healthy lineup of games tonight across the National Hockey League. We have 10 games going down on this Tuesday night edition of Pro Hockey. Some games that have yet to begin. They should be beginning shortly here. The Pittsburgh Penguins will be in Colorado to take on the Avalanche. Anaheim Ducks are visiting the Edmonton Oilers. Those two games should be starting in a matter of moments. In about an hour from now, a little give or take, 10 minutes, the Seattle Kraken will be hosting the Minnesota Wild. Those will be the final 3 games of your evening here. So for games that are currently in progress, the Nashville Predators have a lead in Boston as the Bruins are trailing at home 3-2 after 2 periods. Philadelphia Flyers are being bested at home right now. The visiting Calgary Flames have a 5-2 lead after 2 periods. In Tampa Bay, the Lightning have a 4-2 lead after 2 periods over the visiting Columbus Blue Jackets, whereas Detroit is still looking to find the back of the net after 2 periods being shut out to the Carolina Hurricanes currently 2-0. The New York Islanders are approaching the end of the second frame at home, where the Winnipeg Jets are visiting, and they have a lead over them 2-1. So Islanders 2 to lead over the Jets. And the Stars, after 1 period, are shutting out the visiting squad out of New Jersey 1-0. Dallas Stars 1-0 lead at home. Of course, San Jose Sharks have a lead in Buffalo 2-1. And we have 20 more minutes left in this game. Hopefully this ends in regulation with a Sharks dub. So that's your look around the league. And that has been our intermission, our second intermission report. So let's get back to the action. So thank you to everybody. Once again, huge shout out to, let's see, we're looking at 156 now. So let's update the live viewer count. 156 of y'all joining me here tonight for this watch along party with real time reaction to the action sounds of Sharks taking on the Buffalo Sabres. I am your host, creative at Shark City Hockey, Aaron James, saying thank you all for making Shark City Hockey's premium live streams the top trending live stream presented by Sounds Like Sharks fans in Sharks territory, baby. So we've had quite the action tonight, man. The Sharks, honestly, they should have probably had a bigger lead than what is being showed right now. Last time we looked at the deserve to win meter on Muddy Puck, for those of you who have some money on the game, Sharks had a 69% deserve to win meter. So now they're at 62.1. Still solid, baby. So let's see what the final frame brings us here. Puck's about to drop within a minute. Just a minute remaining in the second intermission in Buffalo. And, we'll be here with y'all for the final frame. So, again, if you are not currently subscribed to our YouTube channel, we absolutely urge you to do so. Help support the channel. Our goal right now is to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the season. I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's what it is, baby. But huge shout out to everybody on our Instagram for getting us over 6,700 followers. We really appreciate y'all. A shout out to everybody also on our X account, where a bulk of you all are meeting tonight for this watch along party. But also, you all brought us over 2,100. So I want to say thank you as well. And if you're watching us on Twitch, we see you, baby. So, yeah, that's where we stand. My bad. I gotta get a snack in there, guys. I gotta get some energy. Speaking of which, I think it's a good time to crack open another energy drink. Let's see. So while I have y'all here, in case you are joining us a little late, Shark City Hockey is doing its first ever trade deadline show this Friday, March 7th. We'll be getting started early for the official start time. Be sure to follow us, like, notifications, all that jazz. But more than likely, we'll be getting together really early in the morning, and we'll stay live with y'all about an hour past the official deadline. So trade deadline is March 7th, this Friday. For us here at the West Coast, it ends officially. It's locked. That's it. No more deals at 12 p.m. Of course, that doesn't mean that transactions won't be finalized past 12 p.m., but all teams got to get in their trade deals by the deadline at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live that morning and afternoon for y'all, courtesy of Frostbitten, the Sounds of Sharks podcast. So that's our flagship podcast show here at Shark City Hockey. So Mike Hahn, Tyler Castillo, cannot wait to get together with y'all too this Friday to see what the Sharks do. Now, if you don't know, the Sounds of Sharks already have a move on the horizon. Maybe this deal will get done right after the game. Maybe it'll get done later on tonight. Maybe we'll have to wake up tomorrow morning to hear all the details. But Vitek Vanacek should have been the starter of tonight's game. After all, Alexander Georgiev played not just last night in Toronto, but he played in overtime and the shootout. So Vitek Vanacek should have been the starter tonight. However, he's being held out tonight's game. He's on the bench, but he's being held out tonight's game for trade deadline reasons. That's the official word. So, we already know. We already have like a little spoiler alert, if you will, on one of the first deals that are going to get done for Team Teal here during trade deadline season. All right, so game on, baby. Third period is underway. Let's do this. Let's get this dub. Wow, Buffalo's kind of entering the Sharks' zone seamlessly right now. Kind of don't like it. Good save by Georgiev. Let me see. They said Tim Liljegren was a little late out of the locker room. Somebody had to use the restroom. Just kidding. Anyways, oh, Celebrini with another opportunity from a feed by Will Smith, and unfortunately was unable to bury that one because Luukkonen, the goaltender, not Luke Cunnin, the Sharks forward, but Buffalo Sabres goaltender Luukkonen made another save, robbing Celebrini. This guy should have had at least 2 goals, maybe even 3 tonight. One save by Georgiev. Woo! Almost wide open goal for the Sabres, but that goes wide and behind the net. Buffalo caught the Sharks sleeping there, but here come the Sharks right back on the attack. Eklund's out there with Wemberg and Toffoli. Come on, baby. Sharks have some good offensive pressure. Yeah! Woo! William Eklund, baby, makes it 3-1 Sharks. William Eklund, 46th point of the season, 13th goal of the year. Dude, he got cross-checked in the numbers and open ice. Gets back up, retrieves the puck near the goal line. He's at the top of the freaking faceoff center at the half wall between the faceoff circle, not center, pardon me, and the goal line. And with a beautiful shot on an angle, just beats Luukkonen, man. Beat him glove side, squeezed it right in between his glove hand and his midsection, man. Love it. Love it. 3-1 Sharks, 2 minutes and 17 seconds to the third period. And there's that insurance goal that we needed, baby. That was pretty awesome shift to begin this game. I mean, this period, man. I love it. Yeah, fam. That's what I'm talking about. I'm so happy right now, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's been quite the 24 hours in Sharks territory. If you've been a Sharks fan, the last 24 hours have been really exhilarating. Oh, here comes Buffalo now. I'm sure they're going to turn. They're going to turn it. The pressure on here. Oh, Buffalo looking dangerous right now. Nice poke check by Luke Cunnin to get that zone cleared. Man, Eklund is poised to have himself a 50 plus, maybe even 60-point season, man. Gotta love it. So Willem Eklund's 13th goal of the season was assisted by Tyler Toffoli, his 18th assist of the year, and Shakir Mukhamadullin, his 4th assist of the season. Willem Eklund now has a multi-point game. He had a primary assist on that first goal for on Timothy Liljegren's 6th of the year, and now a goal to give the Sharks a 3-1 lead. So you gotta love it, baby. Look at Eklund go, man. Some great play against the boards, challenging for that puck. Georgiev, baby. Stick taps of Georgiev fighting off the freaking all the pressure and traffic right there in the freaking blue paint of the crease. Pardon the silence, fam. I'm just enjoying the game like y'all and taking to social media to express my gratitude and excitement here. Oh, here comes Celebrini. Oh man, he gave that to Will Smith, and he just had two. He had two guys on both of his both sides of his hips. Oh man, what a freaking blast! Tage Thompson, man, one of the guys on a hot streak. Alternate captain for Buffalo Sabres brings them within one. His 30th goal of the year. It's 3-2 now. Sharks lead 3-2. 6 minutes and 54 seconds. It didn't take too long, just a little bit under 4 minutes to respond. But Tage Thompson gets his 30th goal of the year, assisted by Peterka and Clifton. Peterka's 31st assist, Clifton's 9th of the season. Just a wicked slap shot, man. Wicked slap shot. And now it's back to a 1-goal game. Damn. That was nasty. Randy Hahn just said that that shot was 94 miles per hour. Cannot blame Georgiev for not being able to get any of his leather in front of that, or his body, of that matter. But man, there we go. All right, to Foley, nice stretch pass to Wenberg. Wenberg and Eklund now are trying to, they're battling for possession behind that goal. Oh, Toffoli just gets a puck poked away from our Ferraro, pardon me, who's pinching down low even more. Mario Ferraro's been putting on the show today, man. Kind of makes you wonder with the whole trade deadline coming on, but here we go. He's been pinching down almost. Yeah! Macklin celebrating! Gives the Sharks a 4-2 lead. Woo! Yeah, baby. Macklin Celebrini finally finds the back of the net, man. 19th goal of the season. Hashtag Calder Brini. Macklin Celebrini scores 7 minutes and 56 seconds into the third period to give the Sharks another insurance goal, 4-2. Almost halfway through this period. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. As of right now, the last time these two teams played, Buffalo did win 4-2. Right now, the Sharks are leading 4-2. So let's see, baby. We got still a little bit over half of period left to go. And I'll be real with you, this third period has been as wide open as any. Like this last 9 minutes have been really wide open, unlike the last 40 minutes where I feel like the Sharks were definitely the better team. Both of these squads are playing like equals right now. But the Sharks best the Sabres yet again, courtesy of rookie sensation Macklin Celebrini. TV timeout, obviously, fam. Damn it. Pardon me. Man, what a play. Listening to Drew Romero break it down is Jossum. Macklin Celebrini. According to Randy Hahn, Macklin Celebrini is the youngest San Jose Sharks player to score a goal in Buffalo. Obviously for the Sharks. All right, fam. We are almost halfway through this third period. Ooh, here comes Eklund. He wisely turns back around, wait for some support. He has Wenberg and Toffoli now. Ooh, Liljegren, nice one time from the point. I like it. Sharks still maintaining offensive pressure. Oh, they got the Sabres right where they want them. Looks like we're going to get another TV timeout. All right, baby. Again, exhilarating 24 hours for San Jose Sharks fans, man. You know, the future is Teal and the future is fun when you're winning, baby. Yeah. What a beautiful goal. Let's see. Beautiful zone entry. Honestly, Ferraro tried to like one time that. We're talking about how like he was raising his value, he's been pinching. He tried to one time that to start off that play with the feed from Eklund. He missed wide, and that might have been fortuitous for the Sharks because that allowed Shakir Mukmandolan to win the battle and send the puck along the boards into the trapezoid where Eklund found Smith. And then Smith, sends it right back to the point to Mook, who then just pretty much gives it to Celebrini and let him finish it off with a beautiful wrist shot. So that's what's up. That's what's up. But the goal of the game, which is what they're proclaiming on the TV broadcast, is that Willem Eklund goal, man. From that angle, it was beautiful. As a matter of fact, let's see exactly the angle it was. It was at a 76, we'll say 77-degree angle, dude. Like again, he was right at the top of the face-off circle, a little bit below the goal line, right toward what would be the end of that curve, aka the half wall, alongst the boards. And he snuck it in at a 77-degree angle. William Eklund, what a goal, man. What a goal. All right, fam. My bad. I got a little zoned into the game there. Good effort from Sturm. I like that. Drop to the knee, dumps the puck deep, drops to the knee at the blue line, and dumps the puck into the Buffalo Sabres zone. Gotta love it. All right, so Buffalo is kind of trying to set up. Ooh, intercepted by Celebrini. Here comes Smith and Celebrini. Gotta love hearing that, right? I mean, I'm pretty much going to hear that for a long time, hopefully. But what I was saying is Buffalo, they're trying to set up here. Sharks are just in the right spot, the right time. Zetterlund intercepts it. 3-on-1. Smith. Celebrini. Smith scores! Woo! Woo! Will Smith, baby. 3-on-1. He had Celebrini and he had Jake Wallman. He elects to take the shot. So glad he did because now the Sharks have a 5-2 lead. Will Smith scores his 11th goal this season. 12 minutes and 48 seconds into the third period. The San Jose Sharks, baby. 7 minutes, 11 seconds away from securing this dub. Oh, beats the goaltender. Short side, blocker side. Love it. Will Smith, baby. Let's go. San Jose Sharks have they have 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. Listen to these goal scorers in this third period. William Eklund, Macklin Celebrini, Will Smith. Muka Madulin gets 2 assists tonight. Will Smith had an assist on Celebrini's goal. I mean, damn, dude. That's what I'm talking about. '30th point of the season for Will Smith. Will Smith, with his 30th point of the season, joins Macklin Celebrini. This is per San Jose Sharks public relations on X. Will Smith joins Macklin Celebrini to form the third ever duo of Sharks rookies to reach the 30-point threshold in the same season, the first time since 2006-2007. Yeah, buddy. Sharks are hungry. This arena is starting to empty, man. The seats, there, people are leaving their seats. Gotta love it. All right. So Will Smith's goal was assisted by Fabian Zetterlund, his 19th assist of the season. Damn, baby. Gotta love it. Sharks are less than 5 minutes away for their second win in as many nights. All right. All right. I guess while they have a TV timeout, this is a good time to say once again thank you to everybody who's joining me tonight for the watch along party presented by Shark City Hockey, your go to source for Sounds of Sharks fandom. I am Aaron James, host of tonight's watch party and creative at Shark City Hockey. Thanking you all again for your support. And, just for, chilling, spending your Tuesday afternoon and evening with me as the San Jose Sharks look like they're about to win their second game in a row. Um, man, the freaking like when you look back at all the people who've been a part of the goals here tonight, it got to make you excited to be a Sharks fan. I want to just highlight briefly the young talent: Eklund, Graf, Mukamadulin, Celebrini, and Smith. Mukamadulin and Will Smith have multi points tonight. So does Eklund. So you gotta love it. And then you have Zetterlund, Toffoli, and Wallman, who Zetterlund is kind of on the cusp of being veteran, whereas Wallman and Toffoli, without a doubt, are the vets on this team, and it's great to see them, contributing to the score as well. So, let's just go ahead and mention Clem Constant, since he's the other party responsible for the scoring tonight. With an assist on Nico Sturm's goal. Of course, Nico Sturm. A lot of people are suspecting him to hold the highest trade value of the remaining Sharks that haven't been dealt away yet. We'll wait to see if he actually does be sent. And of course, we could do that together live should the Sharks elect to move him on Friday, as Shark City Hockey will be hosting its first ever trade deadline show, courtesy of the guys at Frostbitten. So Mike Hahn and Tyler Castillo will be joining the rest of us here for a Friday live trade deadline tracker show. So be sure to be a part of that. And yeah, man, more than likely we'll be getting together again in just a couple of nights, as the Sharks are going to be closing out this road trip against the Colorado Avalanche on Thursday night. So, invite you all to be a part of that as well. But yeah, San Jose Sharks are cruising toward a victory. The Buffalo Sabres have pulled the goaltender, so they got an empty net with a little bit over 3 minutes in regulation. Sharks have 3-goal lead. Bury the empty netter and let's call this one. Let's wrap this one up. So gotta love it, baby. So immediately following the end of regulation here, we will have our game final show, which will wrap up this game, just like how we had our face-off countdown show. And again, just thank you to everybody who's been joining me this evening. Because of all of you out there, you are solely responsible for making Shark City Hockey's premium live streams the number one trending live streams are presented by San Jose Sharks fans in Sharks territory. So, special stick taps to all of you out there, and let's just enjoy this one, man. Up until last night, the Sharks had only had 5 victories in like 30 games, man, 30 plus games. So the fact that they are earning back-to-back on back-to-back nights is outstanding. It's effing jawsome, baby. So, yeah, buddy. Just a little bit over 2.5 minutes remaining in regulation here. Again, I see a lot of you all are joining us on X. So, a quick reminder, if you're watching us on YouTube or Twitch or X, drop a comment in the chat and we can talk Teal together. Great save by Georgiev. It's 6-on-5 right now. Empty net for Buffalo. I mean, we are still celebrating Victory Monday from last night, we're still celebrating the victory. Now we're going to be getting another freaking victory because the Sharks score the empty net goal. Tyler Toffoli, baby. So that 70s line has scored a goal. We got someone saying Sharks fans for life. That's what's up. Absolutely. But yep, that's it. Tyler Toffoli gets his 24th goal of the year. 6-2 San Jose Sharks at 17 minutes and 58 seconds. This one is all but over. And now Tyler Toffoli has a multi-point night. So Tyler Toffoli, Will Smith, Shakir Mukhamadullin, and William Eklund. 4 San Jose Sharks players tonight. Multi-point nights. Gotta love it. As we approach less than 90 seconds remaining here in regulation. This was fun, fam. This one was fun. Finally. For the second time in a row. Last night I was watching the shootout as I was suiting up for the game that I had to play. I was gearing up and yeah, that was fun. And this one, I think this one was even better. Was even better than last night's, which a lot of you might have thought was a tall task, an impossible task, but nonetheless, baby, the Sharks did it. They won back-to-back nights and on the road, and it feels good. It feels good. So the Sharks record will improve to 17, 37, and 9. They'll have 43 points in the standings. For those of you who are concerned about, the best odds at number 1 overall, take a breath. It's all right. They'll only be at 43 points. So Chicago still has better, still got 45 points in the standings. So, y'all could sleep sound tonight. But here we are, San Jose Sharks with 30 seconds left, and they are not electing to, take the foot off of the pedal here, man. Sturm was looking for the back of the net again right there. Looks like it hit the side of the mask of Luukkonen, the goaltender for the Sabres. But yep, everyone's smiling on the bench right now. Everyone's having fun, of course. Let's see if they can make an official win streak on Thursday night in Colorado. And that's it, baby. That's all she wrote. San Jose Sharks have freaking won 2 games in a row, back-to-back nights. The San Jose Sharks are victorious. It was glorious. And my goodness, it was absolutely fun and entertaining. What a time to be a Sharks fan. As this season is, slowly getting toward the end. It's been tough. Someone is saying, can someone explain to me how the F they score so much in the final period? What the F is wrong with the goalie in the final periods? I'm imagining that right there is a Sabres fan, or maybe someone has some money on the line. I don't know, but nonetheless, it's all love here, baby. It's all love here in Sharks territory. So, sounds like Sharks have. Oh man, what a game! Let's go to it. All right, so let's first and foremost let me thank every one of y'all out there. I know some of y'all might be calling it a night. Some of y'all are gonna probably stay tuned here. We have 160 live viewers at this moment across multiple platforms. So to all of you out there, I want to say huge shout out and thank you one more time for making Shark City Hockey's premium live streams the number one trending live streams presented by San Jose Sharks die-hard Bleeding Teal fans in Sharks territory. All right, so that right there was the game. San Jose Sharks final score out of Buffalo, 6-2 victory over the Sabres. We're going to start our game final show here momentarily. So let's go into we'll go into the game stats. We'll go into the final box score. So let's just get this going really quick. All right. So pardon me as I get things rolling here. Let me get your stats all lined up. So while I do that, let me put on some music for y'all, huh? That'd be cool. Let's put on some music. Yeah, that lines up. Yep, that works good. All right. That one a little later. That would be a work in progress, I guess. All right. That was fun, fam. That was fun. Let's start off with the show. I was gonna try to gather all the stats rolling for you. You know, let me just try doing that one last time here. And if not, for the sake of just keeping things fluid here, we'll continue on with the show. All right. You know what? For the sake of time, I'm just going to have to work on it a little later. So let's get into the stats here, the final stats after the game. So San Jose Sharks, man, they poured it on. They got some goals early in the second and third period. I think that really set the tone for the majority of this game. But you know what? They also had the better chances in offensive pressure in that first period. They had 10 shots on goal in the first period to Buffalo's 5. It was an even second period in regards to shots on goal. However, the Sharks did dominate the scoreboard. Timothy Liljegren got his 6th of the year. Let's go ahead and just show you the goal scores of that game as we go through them here. So Timothy Liljegren got his 6th of the year at a minute and 1 second into the second period. They had to actually look at the video replay, or they had to actually get buzzed down from the situation room because that goal was waved off, but it indeed was Timothy Liljegren's 6th goal of the season. Am I blocking anything important? Nope. Good. The Buffalo Sabres did answer back on a power play goal. As a matter of fact, the Sharks in that first period, they had a couple of prime opportunities to score on the power play themselves. Klim Kostin hit a post after Macklin Celebrini did while they're on the power play. So the Buffalo Sabres, and then Jake Wallman, he kind of had a wide open net, and his shot found a way to not hit the twine, but go post to post. It just cruised across the crease. So Buffalo Sabres fans, for all those who left upset early in the game, they walked out on their team. Be lucky that this game wasn't like 9-2, because it easily could have been, or 8-2, we'll say. It could easily have been worse. So Timothy Liljegren officially starts the scoring in the second period, 6th of the year. JJ Peterka got his 18th goal on the power play for the Sabres to tie it up just about 4 minutes after that first initial goal. And then right before the second period ended, number 7, Nico Sturm, scores his 7th of the season, make it 2-1 San Jose. Third period was all San Jose Sharks. Willem Eklund, probably the player of the game, in my opinion. After a crazy sequence, couple of in my opinion, no calls, like a crazy sequence nonetheless, but he was essentially cross-checked, man. He was essentially cross-checked, hitting the numbers, put down on the ice, gets back up, and is able to score a goal, probably one of the sweetest goals you'll see all season long, at a 77-degree angle. He was right in between the goal line and the face-off circle, kind of at the tail end of the half wall. But dude, what a sweet shot. Willem Eklund for his 13th of the year. Made it 3-1 San Jose with 2 minutes into the third period. Tage Thompson got his 30th goal of the year to kind of bring it within one. That was the last time the Buffalo Sabres looked competitive. By then it was 3-2 Sharks. They scored again just a little bit over 4 minutes after San Jose did. And then Macklin Celebrini finally finds the back of the net. The guy was pressing for a goal all game long. And at 7 minutes and 58 seconds to the third period, he finally finds the twine, gets his 19th of the year. And Will Smith follows that with his 11th goal of the season. So as they said on as San Jose Sharks PR, and I'll go to some of the significance of these stats in a minute. It's a very special Macklin Celebrini Will Smith done tonight. But to wrap up the scoring for the Sharks, Tyler Toffoli got his 24th goal of the year on an empty net. Now, Smith got his 11th goal, but it's his 30th point of the season. So now he joins Macklin Celebrini to form the third ever duo in San Jose Sharks franchise history, the third ever duo of Sharks rookies to reach the 30-point threshold in the same season since the first time since 2006, 2007. So let me say that one more time. Will Smith, Mac and Celebrini both got over 30 points this season. They're both rookies. They are the first duo of Sharks rookies to score, to both have 30-point seasons since 2006, 2007, and they're just the third duo of rookies to do so. All right, so one more time in case that was confusing. Celebrini, Smith, over 30 points this year. Both are rookies. They are the third rookie pair for Sharks and for Sharks history to do such. All right, moving forward. Some other cool things about tonight. Shakir Mukhamadullin, we said that he had a multi-point night tonight. He got 2 assists. It's his first career multi-point game. So congratulations to Shakir Mukhamadullin on getting his first NHL career multi-point game. Also, you have Willem Eklund, who got a career high 46 points tonight. He has a goal and an assist tonight. He had 45 points last season in 80 games. So we still got 2 months of hockey left, man. He's played just a little under 60. So that's freaking outstanding to see him, already tie, then surpass his career best in the same game and have less games of doing it from that accolade that he set for himself last season. Mark-Edward Vlasic set a new NHL record. I have to see what the final is now, but at the start of the game, he set a new NHL record for block shots with 2,165. As I said earlier, get this guy a platinum shin guard trophy. If the league doesn't do it, then the San Jose Sharks should do it. He deserves a platinum shin guards trophy. Anyways, so some outstanding stuff tonight, man. Tyler Toffoli, multi-point game, a goal and assist. Willem Eklund, multi-point game, a goal and assist. Shakir Mukhamadulin's first career NHL multi-point game, 2 assists. Will Smith gets his 11th of the year and his 19th assist of the year for a multi-point game. Macklin Celebrini gets his 19th goal of the year. He becomes the youngest San Jose Sharks player to score for the Sharks in Buffalo. Most importantly, which is something I pointed out at the very top of the program during our face-off countdown show, is that the San Jose Sharks, that was the 21st, if I'm not mistaken, 21st game played in that arena in Buffalo in KeyBank Center. So the Sharks were only 4-12-0-4 in Buffalo. So they get their fifth ever win in franchise history in Buffalo, specifically in KeyBank Center. I mean, to be real with you, it is their 5th ever franchise victory, or their 5th ever win in franchise history in Buffalo, because at the Buffalo Memorial Auditorium, their previous arena that they played in, the Sharks had 5 games there and they were 0-5. So at KeyBank Center, and I just want to make sure that Buffalo, at KeyBank Center, this is the 21st game in franchise history, and the Sharks earned their 5th dub. And if I'm not mistaken, it's their first win in the last 5 games against Buffalo in general. I think the Buffalo Sabres have had the Sharks number over the last few years. So, I mean, this was monumental and for many reasons. Of course, it was the 51st all-time game against Buffalo Sabres. So the Sharks improved their all-time record against Buffalo to 15-27-4-5. And as far as the Sharks go, they got their what did I say it was? Was it their 19th? their 17th win of the season. So Sharks are 17-37-9 with 43 points now. They're still, 32nd ranked team in the league, but nonetheless, really excited to see these guys win back-to-back nights, man. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. If you're here with me from the top of the show, I want to say thank you again. I mean, the stats are there for you all to digest. Let me see. Right now, we're looking at 164 live viewers, pretty much exclusively on X/Twitter. So, huge shout out to all of you out there. Thank you for all the support. Let's go ahead and double tap our screens one last time here. Make it rain hearts, showing our love to San Jose Sharks and to all the Sharks and hockey fans out there who joined us this evening. It's going to be very interesting to see what the next 24 hours holds in store for Sharks territory. Again, before the game even started earlier this morning, it was shared that Vitek Vanacek is officially a part of some type of trade deal. Last night, Alexander Georgiev played all the way into a shootout victory in Toronto. So by default, Vitek Vanacek should have been in net tonight. However, he was held off of the ice tonight for trade deadline reasons, as they say. So he's a part of a deal coming up. I don't know if any other players are part of that deal or which team is giving up or what they're giving up to acquire the services of Vitek Vanacek. But nonetheless, thank you, Vitek, first and foremost. And then what's trippy is, the San Jose Sharks started out with 2 goaltenders this season, and now they are both going to be gone. So earlier, before we acquired Georgiev and the Mackenzie Blackwood trade with the Colorado Avalanche, Blackwood and Vanacek were our goalie tandem this season. So the Sharks are going to end the season with both of their netminders that were holding it down on the main roster being on other squads. So, the landscape once again is changing here in Sharks territory. So it's going to be very interesting to see what goes down in the next 24 hours. As far as the trade deadline goes, quick reminder that Shark City Hockey will be hosting its first ever trade deadline show live Friday on March 7th. More than likely going to go down early in the morning and continue through the afternoon, probably till 1 p.m. That's courtesy of Frostbitten, our flagship San Jose Sharks podcast. So Mike Hahn, Tyler Castillo will be joining myself, Aaron James here, and we'll be pretty much tracking any potential deal that the San Jose Sharks may, make on, during the trade deadline. Now, historically, the Sharks have been making moves prior to the actual official trade deadline. And case in point, Vitek Vanacek apparently is, his time in Teal is over officially. And, we'll have to wait and see if they do anything else on the March 7th trade deadline. Wouldn't be shocked to see moves go down tomorrow. After all, teams are already started getting the jump on the trade deadline over the weekend. And, we'll see if any other Sharks players will be joining Vitek Vanacek, and we'll get to see who exactly remains on the main roster for the remainder of the season. So it'll be an exciting show. So I invite all of you out there who are watching right now to join us. Of course, we'll be live streaming that on X, YouTube, and Twitch. So whichever platform that you'd like to join us on, we look forward to having our first ever trade deadline show this upcoming Friday. So yeah, it's been a heck of a game. San Jose Sharks win 6-2 in Buffalo. Again, one last shout out to all of you. I'm looking at 165 live viewers at this moment, and all of you yet again have made Shark City Hockey's premium live streams the number one trending stream presented by diehard San Jose Sharks fans in Sharks territory. So, round of applause to everybody. I mean, couldn't do without you. Appreciate you. Cheers tonight to the Sharks. I'm just playing with these little sound bites. My bad. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up, man. It's time to call it a night, and I'm gonna go take SJ Barkey out here. So Sebastian James Barkey out, and have some fun and enjoy back-to-back dubs. It was Victory Monday. Now it's Victory Tuesday, baby. So thank you again to everybody who's been joining me on this live stream. I'm Aaron James, host of this watch party and creative at Shark City Hockey, your go-to source for San Jose Sharks fandom. Don't forget to follow us across the board on X, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram at Shark City Hockey. And until next time, let's go Sharks. Y'all have a great rest of your evening.